Hi! Good morning everyone! Are you ready to learn our lesson for this day? Our lesson for today is... Today, we will discuss light and sound. Let me present our milks for this day. Describe how light, sound, and heat travel. These are the following learning objectives. Number 1, describe how light travels. Number 2, describe how light travels in solid, liquid, and gas. Number 3, give some uses of light. Number 4, demonstrate how sound is produced. Next, describe how sound travels in solid, liquid, or gas. And last, realize the importance of light and sound in our lives. Let us talk about light. Light is also a form of energy, just like heat and sound. And today, we will learn how light travels through this experiment. It's activity time! Activity 1. Searching for the path of light. For the reminders in our activity, please be careful in handling the materials. Do not play with the materials. Do the activity with the supervision of your parent or guardian to avoid accidents. Things that you needed in our experiment: flashlight, 3 pieces of cardboard or any available carton or box at home with 2-inch diameter hole in the middle, 1 piece cardboard without hole. Here's the procedure. Work with a parent for this activity. With your parents or guardians or siblings, bring all the materials into a dark room. Switch on the flashlight, then focus its light at the distant wall or at the ceiling. Observe its paths of light. Ask your partner to block the paths of light coming from the flashlight with cardboard without a hole. Observe what happens. Ask the members of your family to hold the 3 cardboards 1 foot away. The holes must be aligned in such a way that the wall can be seen through the holes. Switch on the flashlight. Observe what happens. Let the member of your family holding the middle cardboard to misalign it. Keep the light focused on the cardboards. Here is the guide questions for our activity. What happened to the light when you focus it on the wall without blockage or distraction? The answer is the light travels in a straight line. Question number 2. When you block the light with the cardboard, was it able to pass through it? Why? The light does not pass through it because the cardboard is an opaque material. What is an opaque material? Opaque material is something that allows no light through it. The examples are cardboard, wood, stone, or ceramic. The guide question number 3 is, when you align the cardboards with holes, was the light able to pass through it? Can you explain your answer? Yes, because there are holes that let the light to pass through it. When one of the cardboards was not aligned with the other, was the light able to pass through? Why? No, because the cardboard is an opaque material. And also, there is no hole in that part of the cardboard. That's why light cannot pass through it. For the last question, what can you say about the way light travels? Very good. The light travels in a straight line. Based on our activity, we can conclude that light always travels in a straight line when going through a single medium. Light travels in different mediums like solid, liquid, and gas. In medium like air or gas, light travels quickly. In other medium like water and glass, light travels more slowly. It is because light waves are electromagnetic transversal waves. They can travel through a vacuum and any particles they contact slow them down. Moving on, let's talk about the uses of light. The nature of light made inventors harness it to be used in different technologies like laser and optic fibers. In lasers, we all know and we are familiar with this thing. In medicine, doctors use it to treat problems with internal organs, eyes, and skin. In education, we use it in teaching by pointing out words when we are from our visual or when we are at the back of the classroom. Next is optical fiber. These are very thin glass or plastic fibers that are bundled together in a coated flexible tube. They are made from transparent that transmit visible ultraviolet and infrared light. They are used in communication and medicine. Optical fibers are used in endoscope to see what's inside of our digestive system and used in communication for the faster transmission of data. Now, let us talk about sound. It's activity time! Here is what you are going to do. Hold the tip that is on the table. Then, hold the other tip that is hanging. Push the other tip downward as hard as you can, then release it. Do it again. Push as long as you can, then release it. After that, hold it. These are the correct questions for our second activity. What happened to the ruler when you suddenly release it? The answer is the ruler moved up and down. Did you hear a sound? Yes, the sound was produced after it was released. Did the sound coming from the ruler suddenly stop when you held it? Yes, the sound stopped when the movement of the ruler stopped. Therefore, class, in this experiment, we can conclude that sounds are formed when an object vibrates. what do we mean by vibrate or vibration? Vibration means quickly moving back and forth. When sounds are produced, sound waves are also produced. What are sound waves? Sound waves are imaginary waves produced when object vibrates. The higher the amplitude, the louder the sound. The lower the amplitude, the softer the sound. Meaning to say, sound waves travel through different mediums such as air, water, and solid objects. In gas, such as air, sound waves travel most slowly. Why? Because the particles of a gas or air are not strongly attracted to each other. Thus, sound waves travel slowly. In liquid, such as water, sound waves tend to travel more slowly in liquid than in solid because the particles of liquid are not compact just like in solid. And we can say that among the three, sound travels faster in solid than in liquid and in gas. Now, I have a question, class. Since we are now finished talking about light and sound, which do you think is faster? Is it sound or light? Very good. Light is faster than sound. This is self-explanatory, class, because we experience seeing a lightning and thunderstorm. And when we see it, we see first the light. Then, after we see it, it follows the sound of a thunder. So, light is faster than sound. After the things that we have learned in light and sound, let's give the importance of light and sound. Without light, we will not be able to see things in our surroundings. Without light, plants will not be able to make food because light from the sun is very important in the process of photosynthesis or the making of food by plants. If plants cannot make their own food, they will die. If plants die, we will also die because we will have no food and no oxygen to breathe. Without light, we will not be productive because we cannot see things. And without light, we will also experience accidents since it is dark. Those are just some of the importance of light in our lives. Next, without sound, our life would be boring. Without sound, there's no peace. Natural sounds like chirping of birds, rustling of leaves give us inner peace. Without sound, we will be in danger because sound gives us warning, just like the sound of siren when there is fire. God knows that all living things need light. That's why on the first day of creation, God created light. And we must appreciate it and thank God for this blessing. Light travels in a straight line. Light cannot pass through on an opaque materials. Light travels in air quickly. Light travels in water and glass more slowly. And last, light can be used in a lot of things like lasers and optic fibers. Here are the things that we have learned in sound. Sounds are produced when an object vibrates. Sound travels faster in solid materials. sound travels more slowly in liquid than in solid. And thus, sound travels most slowly in gas among the three mediums. It's quiz time! Directions: right, true, or false. You will be given 5 seconds to answer this simple quiz. Number 1. Light always travels in straight line. Number 2. Sounds are produced in vibrating objects. Number 3. Sound waves travels faster in gases than in solids. Number 4. In thunderstorm, sound travels faster than light. Number 5. Light can pass through in any materials, even in opaque materials. Ready to know the correct answer? Let's check. Light always travels in straight line. That is true. Sounds are produced in vibrating objects. That is also true. Sound waves travels faster in gases than in solids. That is false, because sound waves travels faster in solids than in gases. Number 4. In thunderstorm, sound travels faster than light. That is false, because light is faster than the sound. Number 5. Light can pass through in any materials, even in opaque materials. That is also false, because light cannot pass through in opaque materials.
Thank you for listening, class. I hope that you learned a lot for this day. See you next time. Bye!